Hello, fellow classmates. For this assignment, I've created a video introducing myself, Sarah Devereaux. I'm currently a high school math teacher in Claremont, Florida. I work in what is called a flipped classroom that I started about a year ago. A flipped classroom is where the students watch videos online for homework that would be their lecture and kind of get a preview to what we'll be working on in class the next day. So when they come into class, I'm not lecturing and spending time giving notes all class period. The students get to work in groups and work on problems based upon what they watched the night before. They get to ask lots of questions and work out lots of problems and do lots of collaborating. So the classroom becomes less focused around me and more centered around them and working on the math. I believe that it creates a richer environment because the students get to do the work and I get to help explain to them. This past year, I took on head coaching of the girls' swim team. It was a lot of fun, and I plan to continue coaching next year. In November, we took them up to UF to see a collegiate swim meet. I want to inspire them to work hard in school and in the swim pool so that they can have a bright future for themselves. My reasons for taking this class. This class is not a part of my program. I'm actually taking my practicum this year and will be graduating in May. Back over the summer, I took Melissa McAllister's Designing Technology-Rich Curricula class. I really enjoyed the class and I learned a lot from it. Because I'm working on my practicum with educational technology, I took this class and supplement with it so that I could hopefully learn some more ways to introduce technology into my classroom. One of the things that I did learn in the previous course I took with Ms. McAllister was about Edmodo. I'd had a small training about Edmodo when I was in my current school, but we didn't ever really get it started. In her class, we did start it, and now I use it every day in my classroom for the flipped classroom. I've also created a Moodle course for those that don't get on Edmodo. Some of my students prefer Moodle, but the majority of my students prefer Edmodo because it's a lot like Facebook and they get to chat with each other if they're on there at the same time. I can also post writing questions and have them respond and bring in more writing curricula into my math classroom. Part of my flipped classroom is, as I said, I create videos much like this one. I post them on YouTube and then place the YouTube link in my Edmodo or Moodle course, and that's how my students watch my videos at home. A little bit about me. This is my house that I bought about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. I was born in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, but raised in Georgia. About 7 years ago, I moved down here to Florida, and about 4 years ago, I bought this house in Claremont, Florida. I really love it here, and I've made myself a home at the school that I currently work at, but it's probably not where I'm going to stay. My goals after I graduate are to get a job either at the district level, the state level, or even the collegiate level, working to bring more technology into the classrooms and helping to develop more hybrid and online courses. I currently teach part-time with Lake County Virtual School and want to expand myself in this type of an aspect. My family. The little boys you see in the picture are my nephews. They are my world. They do live in Georgia, so I miss them a whole lot. The oldest one is Peyton, who just recently started kindergarten, and the youngest one is Logan, who just recently started preschool. My family that actually lives with me are my dog and my cat, Charlie. My dog is Toby, and I've had him about 2 years. Charlie I've had about a year, and as you can see from the picture, he loves Toby to death, and Toby tolerates it. This Christmas, I actually started myself a fish tank. I'm very proud of my little fishies. Hopefully I don't kill them. Some of my hobbies. I like to sew and embroider, and the bag you see down in the left-hand corner is a bag that I embroidered for my sister. She bought the bag for Logan for preschool, and I embroidered his name on it. About 4 years ago, I did get to go to Paris. I rode the elevator all the way to the top of the Eiffel Tower, and I got to go and explore the Louvre. My goals after I graduate are to do a little more traveling before I get too caught up in a career in my new master's. And that's the end of my story. I hope you enjoyed.